Hi friends, I had released one frequently tested area for CA intercosting. In that, in cost sheet, we had one type of question which has come four times in exams till now. And I'm going to give you my regular video for that question. I'm just recording a 1 minute video before that. Reason is this question which you're going to see is not there in your study material, but still has come 3 4 times in exam. And student, if you focus only on study material and go to the exam, you will find that question difficult. This is part of my regular class material. In the regular class, I have done question 18. This has come in November 20, November 22. I think May 25 it got tested, and one more time it got tested. Four times it has come in exam. It has even come in new syllabus. Non-study material question, but extremely important. So now I will append that video. You go through that video, complete that question fully. Don't leave it in between. Complete it fully. Get grip on that. Anytime it can be tested in exam. Thank you, friends. Let's come to question 18. This has come, I think, twice or three times in exam till now. It came even in the recent attempt exam, that is your May 25 exam. Also, they ended up asking the similar question. Electronica Limited manufactures two types of cable: USB Type C cable and USB Lightning cable. As the market is currently dominated by USB Type C cable, it is produced three times the USB Lightning cable. So Type C is produced three times the USB Lightning cable. Combined data for both the cables is given below. Material cost, wages cost, production overhead, admin overhead related to production, selling cost. Cost bifurcation between both the cable is ascertained as follows. Material cost per unit of USB lightning cable is double that of USB type C cable. Wages cost is 5 by 3 times the rate of type C cable. Production, admin and selling cost were at the same rate. 75,000 units were produced. 90% of both were sold. Selling price is 385. You are required to prepare a cost sheet for USB lightning cable showing per unit and total sales value. Again, a minute or two. Please go through the question. Go through the question. Okay, let's now go through the question again. It manufactures two types of cable: USB Type C cable and a USB Lightning cable. Some data on production: Type C cable is produced three times of the USB Lightning cable. So if I produce 1 unit of Lightning cable, Type C will be 3 units of that. The combined data has been given, and in the end they want a cost sheet only for USB Lightning cable. They have given the combined data, and the cost sheet is needed only for USB Lightning cable. So this is like Bharadwaj Institute itself, where I have the combined cost of CA Inter, CA Final, CA Foundation, and I somehow need to get the cost for CA Inter, where I have material cost, labor cost, production overhead, admin overhead related to production, and selling cost. They want us to prepare a cost sheet where I do per unit calculation, that is showing per unit and total, showing per unit and total. So we'll do a cost sheet only for USB lightning cable. If I want, I can even do it for the type C cable also, but that requirement is not there. So we'll do it for USB lightning cable. 75,000 have been produced. 90% of that were produced and sold. So there is some closing stock data will be there, and selling price is 385 per unit for USB lightning cable. Let's start. Cost sheet of USB lightning cable. Cost sheet of USB lightning cable. Particulars per unit total. Per unit and total. The question specifically has asked for per unit calculation here. per unit and total. Cost sheet for USB lightning cable showing per unit and total sales value. We have produced 75,000 units. So till COP, we'll do 75,000. And below COGS, we have sold only 90% of that. So everything will be for 90% of 75,000. Now, problem for me is direct material is given, but I want to know how much is type C, how much is USB lightning cable. There are two types they have said, type C cable and lightning cable. I want to know what is the cost only for lightning cable. So let's start. Direct material in bracket note 1. Direct material note 1. You can leave maybe some 10 lines, 10 12 lines and come down. Note 1. Right center of the page. Direct material equal to 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. Break it into two. Type C lightning. Two types of product are there. There's a type C product and there's a lightning cable. How many units of type C are lightning? One of them they have given in the question. 75,000. Read the first para and tell me what will be type C then. If lightning is 75,000, what will be the type C number? Type C is going to be 3 times the lightning cable. 3 times the lightning cable. So this side is 75,000 into 3, 2 lakh 25,000 units. If question did not give me any other data, I would have split 2 crore in this ratio itself, units ratio itself. I would have gone ahead and split, but there is some information. I'll analyze the information. 2,25,000 is type C cable and 75,000 is the lightning cable. Now the information is direct material cost for a lightning cable. For a lightning cable is double that of a type C cable. Double that of a type C cable. Direct material cost per unit. Direct material cost per unit for a lightning cable. Lightning cable is a double that of the type C cable. Now lightning type C, I assume A. You listen for some time now, okay? Type C, I assume is the material cost is A. Material cost per unit is A, and this is going to be 2A. What is A? A is the material cost per unit. Material cost per unit of type C. No, material cost per unit of type C. A is equal to what? Material cost per unit of type C. A is equal to material cost per unit of type C. So lightning is going to be double that of. So we do multiply this. No need to write. Listen for some time. 2,25,000 A plus 1,50,000 A is equal to 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. This will give me the material cost per unit of type C. In the cost sheet, I'll be writing the lightning. I'll be writing the lightning figure. I'll repeat again. 75,000 into 3, 2,25,000. 75,000 as it is. And what we are saying is A equal to material cost per unit of type C. And lightning is twice that of, because the question has said direct material cost per unit of lightning cable. Per unit of lightning cable is twice that of the type C cable. Twice that of the type C cable. So what we did here, we wrote A here. A is defined as what? Material cost per unit of type C. Material cost per unit of type C. Can you solve and tell me what do you get as A here? 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000 divided by 3 lakh 75,000. 55. Which means the lightning cable will be double that of. I'm repeating again one more time. 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000 broken down as type C and lightning. The material cost per unit of type C is taken as A. and lightning is double. Lightning is double. Or you can say lightning is A and this will be half of A. Whichever way you do, final answer is going to remain same. So I've assumed this is A, that is 2A, got answer to A 55, which means lightning cost is 55 double 110. Any doubts in this? Write this now. Please write it. If you have understood, you can write without looking at the screen also, but start writing it. Which part is the doubt? You tell me. Which one left? 75,000 into 2. 75,000 into 2A. Huh? 75,000 into 2A, 2,25,000 into A. Very good adjustment. Any doubts anywhere? Let me know. You need one more time explanation. I'm ready to do that also. Any doubts anywhere? You'll have to tell. Okay. See, point is I have 75,000 this unit. Other side unit is 3 times of that. 2,25,000. Here the cost is A. Here the cost is double of A. So 2,25,000 into A is 2,25,000 A. 75,000 into 2A is 1,50,000 A. Put together is 2 crore 6,25,000. Put together is 2 crore 6,25,000. That will give you the answer to A, which is the cost for the left hand side product, which I don't want. I wanted the right hand side product. So I'll ultimately use the right hand side product data in my cost sheet. Any doubts on this? So A is 55. I'll now go back to cost sheet. Any doubts again? Anybody has any doubts? Anywhere there's an explanation needed, let me know. Can we proceed? It's again a very good adjustment. Has come in exam 3-4 times till now. This question has come similar one 3-4 times in exam till now. Any doubts here? Can we proceed? Let's go back to the cost sheet. Direct material cost 110. 110 110 into 75,000. 82 lakh 50,000. 110 into 75,000. Next, direct labor bracket note 2. Direct labor note 2. Similar adjustment has to be done. I'll be doing it in the screen. Some of you could have done it by now. That's okay. Direct material 110 into 75,000. 82 lakh 50,000. That is done. Any doubts here? Can we proceed to direct labor? Anybody has any doubts on direct material? Done. Next, come down direct labor. How much is the direct labor cost? 1 crore 15 lakh. Type C lightning 75,000 units. 2 lakh 25,000 units. 2 lakh 25,000 units. Okay. Here what they've said is for the USB lightning cable is 5 by 3 times. They've given a random number 5 by 3 times of the USB type C cable. 5 by 3 times of the USB type C cable. Again, A equal to cost per unit of type C cable. Cost per unit of type C cable. A is cost per unit of type C cable. So this side into A and this side into 5 by 3A. 5 by 3A. 5 by 3 times of the type C cable. They have given that. We'll follow whatever the question is saying. 5 by 3 times. 5 by 3 times of the type C cable. Write this now. 2,25,000 into A. Other side is 5 by 3. 5 by 3. I'll repeat again. The cost for the type C cable is A and lightning cable is 5 by 3 times. 5 by 3 times. 5 by 3 times. Any doubts on this? Any doubts on this? When I multiply this, I get 2 lakh 25,000 A. This side, when you multiply, what you get? 1 lakh 25,000 A. Put together 3 lakh 50,000 A is equal to 1 crore. Right. 1 crore 15 lakh 50,000. 1 crore 15 lakh 50,000. This will give you A is 33. I cannot use it because this is the type C cost. And lightning is 33 into 5 by 3. 33 into 5 by 3. 33 into 5 by 3, 55. Thirty-three into 5 by 3, 55. Any doubts on this? Clear? Can you proceed? Earlier one 55 was A, double of that 110. Here 33 is A, 5 by 3 of that, 5 by 3 of that. Any doubts on this? Can we proceed? Clear? Any doubts? Some of you look little confused. Unless you tell me what is that confusion, I cannot clarify. You just look, give a puzzle look, I cannot do anything. I've been asking if there is a confusion, you'll have to tell me. Is there a doubt in any of the numbers? Any doubts? Can we proceed? Any doubts? Okay. 55 into 75,000. Any doubts on this? Put together prime cost. Prime cost 1 crore 23 lakh 75,000. Production overhead. Production overhead. Production overhead. I will do 66 lakh is the amount, and they are saying same rate for both the type of cable. Same rate means you can split in that ratio of 75 to 25. Whatever number of units we produced, because the cost is same for both the product. The cost is same for both the product. So 66 lakh divided by 3 lakh. 3 lakh is what? 75,000 plus 2 lakh 25,000 is the cost per unit, whether it is type C or whether it is lightning. Whereas others I could not do it like that because the cost was single, double, single, 5 by 3, all was there. Here what they have said, for production overhead, administration overhead and selling cost per unit is at the same rate. Same rate means whatever is the per unit for type C is the same per unit for lightning. The per unit cost is same for type C and the USB lightning cable. Per unit cost is same for type C and USB lightning cable. Clear? Any doubts on this? Any doubts on this? Per unit cost is same for type C and USB lightning cable. So now read production overhead in bracket. 66 lakh divided by 3 lakh units. How much? 22. The cost is same. If it was same for others also, no, we would have directly done divided by 3 lakh, divided by 3 lakh and closed it. There it was not same. So there I had to do a detailed calculation. Production overhead, the per unit cost is same for type C cable and the lightning cable. Any doubts on this? The total is called GWC, NWC. How much? 1 crore. Gross works cost, net works cost. See, some of you look little confused. Unless you tell me what is the confusion, I cannot clarify. If you tell me that this is the doubt, I'll clarify that confusion. You have not understood anything of the question, that is also okay. But unless you tell me, how will I proceed ahead? Is there a confusion? Any doubts? Which one? Which part there is a confusion, you have to tell me. Okay, I'll repeat again the explanation of breaking up the material cost. Material cost is 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. Question has said material cost per unit of lightning cable is double than that of the type C cable. Double than that of the type C cable. Material cost per unit of the lightning cable is double than that of type C cable. So what is material cost? Material cost is 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. How did this 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000 come? Product 1 is your type C cable. Product 2 is the lightning cable. Type C cable manufacturing is 3 times. Guys, participate please. If you have a doubt and I'm asking a question, you don't participate, it is very difficult. I have to explain the same thing. I'm ready to explain, I have no problem. When I'm asking you something, you have to tell. What is the production of type C cable? 3 times of the lightning cable. What is the production of the lightning cable number? 75,000. 3 times of that is how much? 2 lakh 25,000. So what is this material cost? 2 lakh 25,000 units of type C into its cost. Cost is A into the cost of type C, which is A, plus 75,000 units of lightning into the cost of a lightning cable is 2 times of the type C cable. 2 times of the type C cable. So into 2A. This is equal to 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. When I solve it, it is 3 lakh 75,000 A is equal to 2 crore 6 lakh 25,000. and A is equal to 55 per unit, which is the cost of a type C cable. Lightning cable will be double that of. Any doubts? Is there a confusion? Clear? Doubt is there still? Clear? Okay. Can we proceed? Next, administration overhead. Administration overhead relating to production. Administration overhead relating to production. 33 lakh divided by 3 lakh units. Divided by 3 lakh units. 11 per unit. 8 lakh 25,000. Cost of production. Cost of production. Cost of production 1 crore 48 lakh 50,000. 1 crore 48 lakh 50,000. Any doubts on this? Clear? Now, question has gone ahead and said 90% only has been sold, which means 10% is unsold. Closing stock is there. Opening stock, no information. There's no information about opening stock. Closing stock, whether you say FIFO method, weighted average cost method, answer is going to remain same because there is no opening stock. There is no opening stock. Add opening stock of FG, 0 units, value 0, less closing stock of FG, 10% of 75,000. 10% of 75,000. 10% of 75,000, which is 7,500 units, because 90% is sold, 10% is unsold. 90% is sold, 10% is unsold. So the unsold portion is coming here. The unsold portion is coming here, which is 198 rupees into 7,500. 14 lakh. 14 lakh 85,000. Closing stock is 7,500 units. Cost per unit is 198 rupees. Cost per unit is 198 rupees. So I've done into 198. Or you can do 1 crore 4850 COP by 75,000 and do again, it will be same 198. It is going to be same 198. Any doubts till this? Cost of goods sold 67,500 units. Cost of goods sold 67,500 units. 1 crore. It will be same 198 rupees. COGS 1 crore 33 lakh 65,000. Cost of goods sold 198 technically into 67,500. Technically into 67,500. Any doubts on this? 198 into 67,500. 67,500. What is the other expense we have? Selling cost. Selling cost. Now listen. Selling cost is also same at a per unit level. The only problem is selling cost is only on units sold and other costs were on units produced. 10% of both the cables are in stock. 10% of both the cables were in stock and 90% was sold by the company. 90% has been sold by the company. So overall production was 3 lakh cable. In that 90% is sold. 90% is sold. So what will happen here is, here we divided by 3 lakh units because it was on the production. Here also we divided by 3 lakh units because it was on the production. Selling cost, right, in bracket, 59 lakh 40 divided by 2 lakh 70,000. What is 2 lakh 70 is 90% of 3 lakh. 90% of 3 lakh. 22, and this is 22 into 67,500. 22 into 67,500 units. 67,500 units. How we got 2 lakh 70 is 90% of 3 lakh. 90% of 3 lakh. Fifty-nine forty by 2 lakh 70. Any doubts on this? Clear? Any doubts? Give some reaction. Some reaction some students are giving. Give me some reaction so that I have to proceed ahead. If you have not understood, then you'll have to give me that reaction at least. Any doubts on this? Can we proceed? Clear? Now write cost of sales. 220 profit and sales. Profit and sales. Profit and sales. Profit and sales. What is the selling price? 385. So 385 into 67,500. Profit is balancing figure into 67,500. Clear? I'll repeat again. The question gave us the combined cost of CA inter and CA final. Bharadwaj Institute has told me to separate the CA inter cost and CA final cost. And there they have said material cost for one product is double that of the other product. Labor cost for one product is 5 by 3 times of the other product. But as far as production overhead, admin overhead and selling overhead is concerned, it is the same figure. It is the same figure. Any doubts on this? Using this, we have done the bifurcation and prepared the cost sheet. Any doubts on this? If you have understood it, I want you to prepare a cost sheet for the type C cable. Cost sheet for the type C cable. All the data is there with you. You need not do any extra analysis, but try it. I want you to prepare a cost sheet for type C cable. I am not going to explain much. You start doing it. We'll discuss it in maybe 8 to 8 minutes. 8 minutes of time for you. Cost sheet for type C cable. We have done USB lightning cable. Cost sheet for type C cable. Prepare cost sheet for type C cable. I could see good number of notebook where you have completed it fully. Some of you have not even started because I went out and came back in this gap. I don't know what did you do, but that is your wish. I cannot discuss much about it. This was the starting direct material. 55 rupees will be the value. 55 into 2 lakh 25,000. 55 into 2 lakh 25,000. What's the value? 1 crore. Then direct labor was 33. 33 into 2 lakh 25,000. What's the value? 70. 7425. Put together 88. This number is 1 crore 98 lakh. This number will be same 22, and 22 into 2 lakh 25,000. 22 into 2 lakh 25,000. What's the value you get? 49 lakh 50,000. Put together should be 110. Put together should be 110, and this number is 2 crore 2 crore 47 lakh 50,000 divided by 2 lakh 25,000 will give you 110. This number will continue to be 11. 11 into 2 lakh 25,000. 11 into 2 lakh 25,000. What's the number you get? 24 lakh 75,000. Put together 121. This is for 2 lakh 25,000 units. This is for 2 lakh 25,000 units. What's the value? 70. 72 lakh. 2 crore 72 25. No opening FG. Closing FG will be 10% of 2 lakh 25,000. Value is going to be 121 into 22 500. 27 lakh 22 500. 27 lakh 22 500. The COGS number is for 202 500. This value is 121, and this is 2 crore 45 lakh. 2 crore 45 lakh 2,500. Again same 22. 22 into 202 500. 22 into 202 500. What's the number you get? 44 lakh 55,000. Put together is 143. Put together is 143, and this number is 89 lakh 57,500. Any doubts on this? Anybody has any doubts on this? Clear? Some of you tried it, some of you did not try it. In case you have not got the numbers, you can note down any of these numbers if you want. But this is the answer. Any number if you have not got, you can note it. Any doubts on this? I could see most of the notebook doing this correctly. Some notebook there were errors which you can now copy it from the screen. Any doubts? Clear? We're done with today's session. Whoever wants to copy the solution, they alone can copy. We are done. Any doubts anywhere you have, let me know. Clear? I'll end it.